At Alumno, public art commissions are incredibly important. They allow us to get under the skin of the culture of a town or a city that we're working in and really sort of push the envelope in terms of how the building can be a positive contributor to that community. And our best projects have always embodied quite an ambitious, full-blown approach to that and have always been very well received. So it's something that we feel very passionately about. We work very closely with Matthew Jarrett. We've worked with Matthew for a number of years now, and he's really become a really important and integral part of the delivery of our buildings and actually ensure the community engagement is properly in place.
My role working with Alumno is to sit between the artist and the client and the design team, because a good project is a collaborative project and I need to assure Alumno that it's going to work and be affordable and buildable. I need to get the best work out of the artist and I need to get the design team to support the artist to realise projects which are often one-offs and unique things. And what we often do is try and work with the local studios or writers groups to find great local talent. For the project I did with Alumno at Benedict's Gate in Norwich, we commissioned poet Jenny Pagdin to make this incredible poem which looks at the 12 gates, the historic gates that were in the city wall.
My commission was to have a poem where the names of the gates would be reflected in the 12 different stanzas of the piece. Every stanza in the poem features different women's voices and details of their lives, and I wanted to create something for the city that would give a chance for every woman to be heard.
One of the things that's most important about commissioning art in the public realm is to make places distinctive. And I think Alumno recognise that, and we want to make these buildings really special and meaningful for the people who live there and the surrounding communities. And when you put an artwork in a public space, it does give it personality, it gives it a focus, and it makes it special.
I think it's fantastic the way that Alumno use local writers and bring artists and poets into their work and into their buildings, both for the students who can be inspired by having creativity around them in their living environment, and for those artists like myself who are fortunate to be able to be selected and to work with them.
I think the success in making a really fantastic creative scheme is to have really fantastic and consistent support from the managing director. And we get that with David Campbell because he's passionate about the arts and he really gets what artists do. And that's really refreshing because an artist needs support throughout the process. And I think David recognises that and has really backed all of our schemes fantastically. The sculpture for Benedict's Gate was by Joseph Hillier, and his sculpture responds to the last stanza of Jenny's poem, which talks about the woman walking through Benedict's Gate and walking around the town wall and imagining herself as the architect of the city, and that's why it's called The Architect.
This was the first time I'd ever worked with another artist, and it was wonderful to be able to see somebody else look at my work, my poem, and then create a piece of art on the back of it. I love what he's done. I think she's beautiful and I think the two work together really well. Yeah, it was a wonderful experience to be with Joseph on that.
My experience of working with Alumno is that they engage fantastic architects, designers and landscape architects. It's very well considered and there's a real commitment to design, and I think that's the thing that makes them unique against many other developers in the sector.
I feel proud walking around Norwich and seeing my work on a building. It's been a wonderful opportunity, a really wonderful opportunity to have the chance to make my mark on my city that I love.